Robbie, thank you for your time. With the home runs at the end there, did you feel that was an adjustment, an approach they made, or what went into that?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of a product of the whole game. I think that their game plan against me was to try to lay off the slider and get a fastball out over, and those situations, the home runs. I think they were all on fastball. So, I just got to do a better job of, being able to land that slider early, because I feel like that when I can land my slider early in the counts and during the game, that I start to get those chases later in the game.
And when they are sitting on that fastball, I guess this is a bit similar maybe to that start in Baltimore when you were trying to use that fastball. How do you adjust when you do get later into counts, when they're forcing you to throw that? Is it location? Is it different looks you can give them?
Yeah, I think it's just being able to mix it up. I think mixing up in and out, up and down. They put some good swings on the ball. I mean, the Torres was a 0-2 fastball up and away. I mean, he put a good swing on it. So, that's a pitch that I'm trying to throw, and he just happens to hit it.
All right. Thank you, Robbie.
Go ahead, Caitlin.
Hey, Robbie. Thanks for your time. There's 3 games left and not a lot of time to reset, but you guys have been pretty good at resetting. And, what's the approach for these final 3 games? You guys will need to control your own fate and need a little bit of help too, but what's sort of the mood right now and the vibe going into these final 3 games?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do the best we can in these 3 games, and we're gonna prepare and just like we do for any game, and we're gonna come out and do the best we can. I think you can't ask much more from anybody in the clubhouse. They've been laying it on the line all year, and I'm very proud of the way they're handling it.
Great, thank you, Robbie.
Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, Robbie, when the first one goes out and then the second one, how difficult is it to keep your composure and focus at that point?
It's not difficult. I mean, it's my job, so it's something that I got to do. I felt like I was making good pitches still. I felt like, the fastball was still coming out. My slider was good, so I don't think it's very difficult.
Good hitters hit good pitches. What can you say about that lineup over there?
Yeah, I mean, they can hit. They've proven it all year. I mean, it's a tough lineup from top to bottom. They're a good hitting team for sure.
Thanks, Robbie.
Go ahead, Shai.
Hey, Robbie. I'm just wondering, with the way that they laid off that slider, were you happy with kind of where you were locating your slider, or was that just really a really good job by them, or was there something that you might have been able to adjust with your slider or something like that?
Yeah, I think they just did a really good job. A couple of bats I threw some sliders for strikes and they didn't even offer at it. So, I mean, that kind of just told me that they weren't really looking to swing at it. They were just kind of taking it. So, there's only so many times you can throw a slider in the zone before a guy's going to swing at it. So, I had to pick and choose my times. But I mean, they just battled. They put together good at-bats the whole night.
And just in terms of the atmosphere, the environment, pitching with obviously in this kind of a game right now, how did you find that experience tonight going out there?
Yeah, I mean, the fans are great. It's loud. It was a great atmosphere. They brought the noise the whole game. Yeah.
And the ovation when you were walking off?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely appreciate it. I mean, I feel like they've been behind us all year through the good and the bad. So for them to do that's good.
All right. Thanks, Robbie.
Hey, Charlie, with the 6th inning there when the home runs got to Ray, what was your view of that and what led to that for Robbie? Something we haven't really seen much of.
Yeah, I mean, they just got to him. Again, after the home run in the first inning from Josh, he didn't give any more hits until that inning, and so you got to give them credit for him the ball out. I mean, he ended up giving 4 hits. They just happened to be home runs.
And then going into this Orioles series now, a game back of both Seattle and Boston, it will be. What type of urgency are you feeling there, and how are you feeling about these remaining games?
Same way we have been the whole month and a half. We just got to go one game at a time and win every game now for sure. So yeah, just one game at a time and take care of tomorrow, and then we go from there.
Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Shai.
Hey, Charlie, you guys obviously faced a lot of tough pitching in this series. How do you feel about the at-bats your guys took, and how do you feel offensively you guys are positioned for the weekend?
Yeah, that's a good point, Chai, because it wasn't so much our offense; it was their pitching did a good job. They got a great bullpen, and that's why they're doing so well. But again, proud how this team played the Yankees in September. We played them 7 games, we beat them 5. Of course, 2 tough losses, but it's just tough to sweep people. When it comes to the hitting, they pitch pretty well, for sure. It wasn't so much our offense.
I know that obviously you guys have hit good pitching at points, but with the way their bullpen is, does the game feel a little bit shorter, knowing the type of arms they can put out there?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're gonna find from now on in the playoffs, and with the good teams, the games get shorter when they have good bullpens and stuff, and the Yankees are one of those teams now.
All right, thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Hey, Charlie. Another multi-inning relief outing for Nate. I think that was his 2nd of the season. What does that add from a versatility standpoint for him to be able to do that?
That was great to see. That's his 2nd good outing. Locating his pitches, because you could throw 98, but if you don't locate in the big leagues, you're gonna get hit. And he's been outstanding locating his fastball and his slider. All his pitches are really good. So he's been impressive. That's great. That's only good for us.
And then the double by Guerrero there in either the 4th or the 5th inning. I know at that time in the game it was a pretty important play. How surprised were you that one didn't get out of the ballpark?
It's a game of inches. It's funny, and that's one of those, that Vladdy, the ball's gonna keep going, but for some reason he didn't go out. But yeah, well, that was good to see. Also, Vladdy hit that ball. Maybe that will get him going and coming with this series right now.
Thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Rob.
Charlie, a good hitting hits good pitching sometimes. What can you say about the way the Yankees lineup has been in this series?
Yeah, today, they only got 6 hits. It just happened to be home runs, of course, and so that was huge. Our pitching did a good job. They just, the 5 hits were out of the ballpark. So, that cost us the game for sure.